chest. Silver sky through the frame. Heavy air, heavy heart, I forget my own name. Watch the white lines pass, cold water on the glass. Wait, wait, do you feel it too? Wait, wait, I am lost in you. We drift in this, we drift in this. Lost in the blur, lost in the blur. Everything is gray, don't look away. Metal cold to the touch. Vapor clouds when you breathe. All the things we should say are the things we never leave. High speed, no sound, feet off the ground. Wait, wait, do you feel it too? Wait, wait, I am lost in you. We drift in this, we drift in this. Lost in the blur, lost in the blur. Everything is gray, don't look away. Touch me, hold me, love me, break the window down. Touch me, hold me, love me, I don't want to be found. We drift in this, we drift in this. Lost in the blur, lost in the blur. Everything is gray, don't look away. We drift in the mist. Stay. The sky is a heavy weight, coming down in sheets of white. I am treading through the drifts, leaving the heavy things behind. Every step is a year I spend waiting for you to clear the path. But the air is sharp and clean, cutting through the mess we made. The wind is a wall I have to push, the edges of the world go blurry. So cold, everything is turning white. Winter freezes my strings, the melodies caught in the frost. I cannot play the songs we knew. I cannot find that old rhythm, but I am walking until I find the sun. Until I find the sun. My hands are numb inside my pockets, I don't have anyone to hold them now. It is a strange kind of freedom to be the only one moving out here. I am washing the past away in the storm of crystal and salt. I do not miss the way you looked at me when I was trying to stay small. The wind is a wall I have to push, the edges of the world go blurry. So cold, I am still here. Winter freezes my strings, the melodies caught in the frost. I cannot play the songs we knew. I cannot find that old rhythm, but I am walking until I find the sun. Until I find the sun. storm is clearing now. I see the light. I see the sun. I see the sun walking home. It's quietly. I lay the program on the grass. The summer air begins to fade. We played every begins to fade. We played every note we had. No more music left to make. I see the truth it left to make. I see the truth inside your eyes. The color turns to something new. I'm breathing out a final sigh, but you. It is the final bow we take. The final bow for our own heart's sake. For our sake, I am letting go of the weight. Letting go. The symphony ends quietly. No more noise inside of me. I set you free. Set you free. The symphony ends quietly, just the way it is meant to be. The symphony ends. I watch the sun start to sink. Deep blue water in the lake. You were my favorite song. Now it is time to walk away. No more bitter words to speak. No more bitter words to speak. No more trying to be strong. The silence is the thing I need to know exactly where I belong. It is the final bow we take. The final bow for our own heart's sake. For our sake, I am letting go of the weight. Letting go. The symphony ends quietly. No more noise inside of me. I set you free. The symphony ends quietly, just the way it is meant to be. The symphony ends. The symphony ends quietly. Ooh. The rain is hitting the glass tonight. A slow beat I can't quite follow. I'm tracing the lines of the wood grain, thinking about how your hands felt. Even when we were perfectly fine, I guess some people need the rain just to feel like they are home. Watching the water blur the view until everything looks the same, just like home. She plays melancholic chords for the ghost. For the ghost. Every note is a debt I still owe. She plays melancholic chords for the ghost, and I'm the only one left to hear. Only one left. The water is pooling in the driveway, reflecting the red of the brake lights. You didn't even say a real goodbye, just a look that meant it was over. I'm wearing that shells like nothing now. We trade our peace to silence, and I think you got the better deal. I'm staying right here in the gray, because I don't know where else to go. Better deal. She plays melancholic chords for the ghost. For the ghost. Every note is a debt I still owe. She plays melancholic chords for the ghost, and I'm the only colors. I stepped into the cool dark, where the air tastes like silver. No more words left to give, just the breath in my lungs. He listens to silence when the sky is white and black. He listens to silence, takes the weight right off my back. He hears me in the nothing. Stars scattered like salt on velvet. I touch the scars on my wrist. Healing feels like cold water, washing away what I missed. I am enough in this stillness, safe within my own skin. He listens to silence when the sky is white and black. He listens to silence, takes the weight right off my back. He hears me in the nothing. Just me in the night, let it go. It is quiet now. He is listening, so quiet. The silence is enough. I am, we am not finally breathing, finally. Yeah. Yeah. The metal is cold against your palm. You keep turning it over and over, checking the ridges for a familiar feel, but that door doesn't exist today. Hey, gone now. I see the way your eyes won't move, fixated on a piece of jagged steel, searching for the way back inside. But I changed the locks on Tuesday. Everything changed. He stares at keys like they might turn back the clock, turn back time. But I already fixed the latch, and now I'm walking down the drive. You're looking at the past in your hand, I'm looking at the sky. So blue today. I packed the box with the heavy coat, the one you left on the porch swing. No more traces of your scent here. I'm scrubbed clean of the habit. So clean. You think it's a game of wait and see, but I'm already seeing something else, something better. The silence doesn't hurt me anymore. It just sounds like peace, sweet peace. He stares at keys like they might turn back the clock, turn back time. But I already fixed the latch, and now I'm walking down the drive. You're looking at the past in your hand, I'm looking at the sky. Drop it on the wooden table, hear the rattle of the engine, just let it fall. The clicks and the turns, they don't mean a thing to me, not anymore. Never again. I've got a new set of my own. He stares at keys like they might turn back the clock. still standing here. The ground is heavy and hard, glass crunching under my boots. I used to run away, now I just look at you. My pulse is a heavy drum, beating against the skin. Everything is broken now, everything is on the floor. I am reaching for your hand, even though it hurts to touch. We dance in ruins, slow, slow, slow. We dance in ruins. Let the dust settle down, let it settle down. Yeah, we dance in ruins. My chest is a burning house, but the fire feels like home. I am leaning into the mess, checking if you still care. You say my name like a prayer, I say it back like a thread. We are messy and we are loud, but we are not leaving yet. Everything is broken now, everything is on the floor. I am reaching for your hand, even though it hurts to touch. We dance in ruins, slow, slow, slow. We dance in ruins. Let the dust settle down, let it settle down. Yeah, we dance in ruins. Shake, shake, shake. The walls are already gone, nothing left to lose tonight. Keep your eyes on mine. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. We dance in ruins. We dance in ruins. Let the dust settle down. Yeah, we dance in ruins. We dance. Suddenly, the engine cuts out in the driveway. Ice forms on the glass outside. You keep your hands on the wheel. The leather is cold under my palms. We are sitting in the wreckage. The sound snaps suddenly like a dry branch in the wind. The quiet is a physical weight pressing down on my chest. I am finally waking up in the middle of the break. I take my keys from the tray. The metal bites into my skin. No more excuses left to make. The rain is washing the car clean. I step out into the mud. The sound snaps suddenly like a dry branch in the wind. The quiet is a physical quiet now. Suddenly, the snap is over. I am breathing again. I sat at the bench where we used to sit. The keys feel like ice under my fingertips. You always said my voice was the only thing you loved, but you never heard the cracking in the high notes. I am tired of the noise we used to make, trying to keep the rhythm when you were out of time. Every breath I take feels like a minor chord stuck in the back of my throat, cutting deep, heavy and slow. I bleed music notes, black ink on the white sheets, sharp and flat, falling out of me. I bleed music notes. It is the only way I know how to hurt. I found your spare key in the side door. 3 years of my life kept inside a metal box. I wanted to scream, but a melody came out instead. A low, heavy bass line vibrating in my chest. You left your mark like a scratch on my favorite record, permanent. Skips every time I try to move on. It is not a poem and it is not a dream. It is the sound of me finally breaking out of any argument we ever had. I am finally finishing the song you started, and then I am taking my voice back. I bleed music notes, black ink on the white sheets, sharp and flat, falling out of me. I bleed music notes. It is the only way I know how to hurt. Just the notes now, nothing left to say. I see you reaching for the sound. The music fell upon the ground. You held the notes within your hand, but now you do not understand. The page is white and very cold, a story that will not be told, a story that will not be told. You try to find the perfect key, but you are losing all of me. Every beat is skipping in my chest. You can never put the ghost to rest. Put the ghost to rest. Now the rhythm starts to fade away. I have nothing left to say. I have nothing left to say. He mourns lost melody. He mourns the song we used to be. He mourns lost melody, a symphony that's incomplete, so incomplete. He mourns lost melody, it's buried in the memory, in the memory. The violins began to cry underneath the heavy sky. You look for magic in the dark, there is nothing left to spark. The arrangement fell apart so spark. The arrangement fell apart so fast. Nothing beautiful can ever last. I am the verse you cannot write. In the middle of the night, silence is a heavy weight. Now it is a little late to find the harmony we knew when I was still in love with you. Still in love with you. The orchestra has gone away. He mourns lost melody. He mourns the song we used to be. He mourns lost melody. A symphony that's incomplete. So incomplete. He mourns lost melody. It's buried in the memory. In the memory. He mourns. He mourns we used to be. Incomplete. Incomplete. Slow way, cold air hits the glass, grip tight on the leather, black asphalt stretches thin, no lines left to follow, just gravity and the weight of skin. Time is a long curve, bending back to you. Your hands on my neck, pressure in the chest. Hold the breath until it breaks. The dial turns itself. Low frequency hiss. Then your pulse starts pushing through the speakers.
Can you feel it?
It tastes like salt. It feels like iron. He still sees the ghost moving in the window, searching for the heat I used to give away. Now the road is cold, now the signal fades, just the tires on grid, just the engine cooling when it's all gone. Slowly now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I let the ice melt in your glass, staring at the wall instead of you. You asked if I would be home early. I didn't answer, just walked past the stove. The pilot light is out. I knew it was broken weeks ago. I never told you we break small vows, like stepping dress for a reason. I did not say a word, looking for my lighter in the drawer. I am not trying to be cruel, I am just not trying anymore. I told you I was selfish, you thought it was a pose. Now you are sitting in the quiet, wishing I would lie to you. We break small vows, like stepping on dry glass. It does not hurt until you move, just a thin line getting wider between your chair and mine. It is the little things, the things I did not do. I did not do the promises I never made, but you expected anyway. Watch it dissolve. I'm sitting right where we used to sit. The kitchen table feels a mile long tonight. You left your coat hanging on the chair, and the record player just keeps on spinning. No more music coming through the speakers, just that scratching sound at the very end. The final chord already shook the floor. Now I'm standing in the quiet you left. It was a good song while it lasted, but the singer ran out of breath to give. She ran out of breath. Yeah, the singer ran out of breath. I know I didn't always hit the right notes. I stayed sharp when I should have been flat. We tried to tune it up so many times, but the strings are worn down to the metal. Can't keep playing when the wood is cracked. I ain't gon' pretend we can fix this part. Why do we keep looking for the bridge? There ain't no more verses left to write. The audience already went on home, and I'm just packing up my heavy heart. Packing it up. Final chord already shook the floor. Now I'm standing in the quiet you left. It was a good song while it lasted, but the singer ran out of breath to give. She ran out of breath. Yeah, the singer ran out of breath. It's over now. The silence is the loudest part of us. Let the needle lift up off the wax, sweetens everything there is to say. Let it go. The song is done. It's done. The grass is damp on my feet. I think the sun is coming up. You haven't said a word in hours. jacket on. We used to stay up just to talk. Now we stay up just to wait for the light to tell us to go. Everything looks different, the blue. Watching the stars fade out into a sky, the sky that's far too bright. It's over now, I guess. It's over now. Watching the stars fade out, watching them go. I'm not even mad about it, just kind of tired of the wait. You can keep the sweater I like. I don't want the smell in my, don't want the smell in my house. I think I'm finally breathing right. Watching the stars fade out into a sky, the sky that's far too bright. It's over now, I guess. It's over now. Watching the stars fade out, watching them go. Let the light come in. Let it in. It's okay to be done. So done. Just a long night ending. Watching them go. So done. Ending. Coastal fog hitting the glass, headlights cutting through the gray. You haven't looked at me once since we left that bar uptown. Breathing is heavy in this seat. Plastic dashboard feels like ice. He sits in silence like it's a habit, watching the road like he's already gone. We're moving but we aren't going anywhere. Everything's over before the engine stops. That denim jacket is looking worn, threads pulling at the shoulder seams. You used to let me pull you close. Now you're just a statue in the dark. So dark. Breathing is heavy in this seat. Plastic dashboard feels like ice. He sits in silence like it's a habit, watching the road like he's already gone. We're moving but we aren't going anywhere. Everything's over before the engine is a heavyweight, just drive.
Keep the windows up, don't say a word.
Stay right there. I found it under the leather seat, the one where you used to sit. Your face is turning into white, like the sun is eating the ink. The edges are curling up now, small cracks across your smile. I remember the heat of that day, but the paper feels so cold. The clock ticks slow, everything is staying still. The clock ticks slow. Coat pocket, just to feel the sharp corners. We don't talk about the drive or how we ended up apart. You look happy in the light, but the colors are washing out. I try to remember your voice, but the silence is much louder. The clock ticks slow, everything is staying still. The clock ticks slow, just the heavy air. You are just a ghost in a frame, fading out, the ink is gone. I can't sitting in the dark still. Fade. I'm wearing that thrift store corduroy, the one with the missing middle button. You left it draped over the porch railing back in October when the air was still thick. And I'm standing where the drive went up with water, watching the ink run on an old grocery list. I don't even remember buying these things. And I'm swaying alone on the pavement, watching the rain blur the edges of us. It's a quiet kind of vanishing, just like the way you stop looking up. Our love fades out right here in the middle of the street. It's washing away. I remember that drive to the coast. You hated my music, but you didn't say it. You just stared out at the gray horizon, picking at the dry skin on your thumb. I thought you were just tired from work. I thought you were just tired from work, but the silence was actually an exit. Now I'm tasting salt that isn't from the ocean, stepping in puddles that look like oil slicks. And I'm swaying alone on the pavement, watching the rain blur the before you soak through. It's twice as heavy as it was before. I think I'll leave it on the curb, let the storm have it. Let it go, just let it go. Our love fades out, out. I watched you grab your jacket from the chair, the one with the rip in the sleeve. You didn't ask if I wanted you to stay, and I didn't feel like lying today. The gravel under your shoes sounded so loud, much louder than anything we've said lately. I saw taillights through the oak trees, red dots fading into the dark woods. I'm not even shaking like I thought, I'm just standing on the taking in the cold air. He steps away softly, so softly. He steps away softly. He's gone, and I'm finally catching my breath. It's quiet now, it's just quiet. I thought about calling out your name, maybe just to see if you'd stop, but what would I even say to you? We've used up all the easy words, I'm realizing I don't mind the silence. It feels better than the fake small talk. You left a glass on the table, watermarks sinking into the wood. I'm okay with letting it stay there, I'm okay with you being gone. He steps away softly, he steps away softly. He's gone, and I'm finally catching my breath. It's quiet now, it's just quiet. So softly he's walking, I'm not following you, I'm just watching the road go back to normal, back to normal. Yeah, you went softly. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I finally stopped looking at the door, expecting you to walk through it with an excuse. It took a while to realize I was holding my breath, waiting for a compliment you never meant. I used to hate the way I looked without you, but the water in the sink feels better now. I'm washing off the stress of keeping you happy. It was a full-time job that paid nothing, paid nothing at all. I thought the salt would burn my skin forever, but I'm starting to like the way I taste. There's a certain kind of power in the breakdown. I'm finally seeing myself for the first time, finally seeing me. I bought those flowers you always said were expensive. They look good sitting on the kitchen table. I don't have to hide the receipt anymore, or explain why I need a little bit of color. It's funny how I thought you were the sun when I was the one doing all the burning. I'm good now, really. I'm good now. I thought the salt would burn my skin forever, but I'm starting to like the way I taste. There's a certain kind of power in the breakdown. I'm finally seeing myself for the first time. Finally seeing me. It's not a sad thing anymore. It's just a thing that happened. I'm okay with the silence. I'm okay. Actually, I kinda love it. Yeah, yeah. Stone in the palm of my hand, cold water in the ceramic basin, washing off the things I meant before the morning breaks the skin. Mouth full of salt and honey, waiting for the air to move. The beat drops heavy now, pulling the floor from my feet. Everything I keep inside, dragging like an anchor in the deep, the deep, in the deep. Iron in the air we share, water boiling on the burner, steam rising up to the ceiling. Silence is a ritual we know. Touching your shoulder in the dark, but the spirit is miles away. The beat drops heavy now, pulling the floor from my feet. Everything I keep inside, dragging like an anchor in the deep, the deep, in the deep. Too much to hold, too much. Let it fall heavy. The pulse is a hammer heavy. The blood is a flood, sinking in the sanctuary. Sinking, let it fall.